Hi, Adam Sweet from Sweet Music Studio here. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of advice about your Mandocello. I call this the Mandocello Care and Feeding video. First thing I should say that you should keep your Mandocello in a temperate climate. So that means it shouldn't be too wet or too dry in the room where you store it. I recommend between 35 and 45 percent humidity, but you certainly can do up to 50 without any serious damage. The primary concern is that if you have extremes of humidity in the room where you store it, you can have some serious issues with warping of the neck and cracking of the top and so on. So depending on your instrument, whether it's carved out of solid wood, as this one is, or if it's a piece of laminated plywood, as many of the lesser expensive instruments like the Trinity College, for example, then you have to be careful how you store it. So that's number one. Number two is depending on how much time you get to practice your Mandocello, and I practice between 35 and 45 minutes every other day on it. I play a lot of instruments, so practicing takes up a lot of my time. I also play it, 2 hours in a group during the week. So it's not a lot, but it's a decent amount. And so the strings, should be replaced every 3 to 5 months, in my estimate. And depending on the style of strings that you like, whether they're flat wounds, or just regular strings, you may want to look into some of the more expensive hand wound strings, such as the German strings that are coming out of I'm sorry, I forgot the name, but there are some companies that are producing some very fine classical Mandocello strings. So if you go to my website, I'll post a link to some information about those strings for Mandocello. So that's the strings. Depending on how often you play outside, you are going to want to keep an eye on your bridge adjustment, because the humidity outside ranges from very wet to very dry, and it will affect the what happens to the bridge. So just keep an eye on your string height level. And most Mandocellos come with adjustable bridges, so all you do is you loosen up the strings a little bit so that you can manipulate these. I don't know if you can see them. They're little brass turn screws here that will raise or lower each side of the bridge. And in terms of the action, you don't want to have to push down too hard on the string to get a nice contact sound and a nice tone. So that's how you tell if your bridge needs to be adjusted or not. And then in terms of how you store it when you are playing or not playing it, I recommend you get a guitar stand. This is what they look like. I bought mine on a website called Musician's Friend, but many good guitar shops carry them, and they're not expensive, so I recommend you get one. If you have little children running around the house, you might want to get one with a safety strap to hold the instrument in place. All right, so I did briefly mention the difference between a carved Mandocello and a laminated one, or one that's made with plywood. But I just wanted to point out some of the features of the carved cello, the carved instrument. First of all, it's made with the top is made with solid spruce, and the sides and back is made with quilted maple, sugar maple, which gives it that beautiful, what's called flaming. See that? See the streaks in the wood there? That's sometimes called zebra flaming, but that is sort of a unique look to this instrument. This one was made in China by a company and imported into the United States by a company in Holyoke called Mandocello Strings, with whom I've had a relationship for a couple of years. They make very high quality instruments. So I'll play a little bit so you can hear how it sounds. Yeah, so Mandocello is a lot of fun to play. If you already play the mandolin or the mandola, then figuring out the fingering is not too difficult. It's tuned in fifths, just like the mandolin is. Of course, there is a wider gap between the frets, so having long fingers, as I do, is certainly an advantage. Otherwise, you can just learn to move your hand up and down the neck as you need to. The seventh fret is over here, so so that's a little bit tricky. That's a little bit getting used to. Also, scales on the cello, you can't use your fourth finger without moving your hand, so that's a little bit tricky to get used to also. But it is a lot of fun, and if you do have the opportunity to play in a mandolin orchestra, and you can read the alto or the bass clef already, then why not pick up the Mandocello? Very few people can play it, and so it certainly has, the advantage of being an instrument that a lot of music directors and conductors would just be thrilled to have you join. All right, well, thanks very much for watching, and as always, if you'd like to register for Mandocello lessons or learn more about me and my studio, you can head over to my website at sweetmusicstudio.net, and hope you have a great day.